Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set hut, 6 yards. Mine's 59. Come on.
Now King on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Sack, baby. Sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Ito Smith, his first carry. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
It's caught. Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Switch.
He's coming. We got double up.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Okay, 55, right, 55. Hey, eat. I'm coming.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Jam.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Yeah, baby.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready. 70 ending. Check, 55, Mike.
And let's pin them in.
Yeah. Full strength. 2-6. Kill. Turn.
King operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 12-yard line.
Check out. Blue 40. Time to go. Night.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 25. Check 25.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Watch the safety creep.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Squeeze, double. Shit.
Hey, check.
Hey,
Zoo.
56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56 to Mike.
Luck on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep downfield for... And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. 56.
Now Love. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go.
A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Switches.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Yeah, baby.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
You better be afraid of me. 12. Hey, Alpha.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I'm coming.
From the 50, it's Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Of course, remember last week, week number 1, quite the opener for him, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he does not want to be a flash in the pan. He wants to have that type of a game each and every week. Let's see if he can get a second award in week 2 of the season.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Pick me up. Here we go. Kill.
2nd and 1. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Now Luck. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Don't let him breathe.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Keep playing hard.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check out. 6. 5. Right there. 56. Tackle.
11. Hey, Charlie.
56. Check. 56. I'm coming for you, son. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
12.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 1st down, Luck. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 13.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Luck. He finds Beckham complete. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Check. Crush.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Let's go. Check, 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 check. Check 50.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
12, 12, 12.
44, Mike, 44.
All day, baby, all day.
On 2nd and 9, Luck escaping the pressure right. Oh, when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking to get the ball from.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's the 2nd and 7. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. King going up top. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, switch! Switch! Switch!
Here's Mostert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Army.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 16-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, check.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Here we go.
Hey, orbit.
Here I come.
Out of the gun, Luck. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shot.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Next to score, Niners 14, Falcons nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off 4 seconds.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Buddy up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Yeah, baby.
Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. And it's a fumble. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Come on, set. 15 on it. Mike. Man out.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here comes Cohen. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
12. Hey, wahoo!
Night, sweetheart.
From the gun, here's Locke. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Off of play action, Locke. Dancing to his left. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check 56. Bring it.
A shotgun snap for Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Hey, watch the slant.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cohen. Past the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Niners are able to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now
Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got
Back to throw. Love. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Love. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
At the 48-yard line.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I know you feel that.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
56. Down to lose 1. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Luck now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
59. Check. 59. Come on. Under 10. Under 12. Watch out. 36.
Blue draw corkers.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Love. Steps away to his left. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All day, every day.
That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means You're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. 2nd and 11. He finds Hopkins complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6.
You got nothing.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Looking to throw. King. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. davethe-GOAT good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Check.
Now it's locked. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tariq Cohen, 75 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Niners 28, Falcons 21. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. King now. From the gun, he'll throw. His throw incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On the return is Cohen. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Luck now to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw is King. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. Back
to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, on deck. I'm coming after you.
Here's King throwing on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Better bring it.
Luck gonna throw it.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft.
Luck. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Joker.
Now King throwing again. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
70 ending. Watch 55. Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Niners, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.